Greetings, greetings. Hello, Nisha. How do I sound, sweetheart? Hello, Nisha. How do I sound, sweetheart? I think this is going to work out. I love you for being here. You're my number one gal. Hey, Reflecting Light, you're up there as well. Chastity, Empress Too Short. I hope you guys are real. The rest of you, you know what I'm saying? Thank you all for being a part of the tribe. We are going to get into each sign. And I'm going to, I guess, turn this down a little bit so it doesn't offset. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Nisha. I just wanted to make sure that we are good. So we're going to get into each zodiac sign, one card tarot horoscope. Welcome to the reservation, and I hope that you guys are having a wonderful vibe that you're feeling, right? Even though the world is suffering, people are struggling, you know, you have to spread light, you have to spread good energy, but most of all, you have to spread love and kindness. So I hope that you got that in some way from somebody around in your life, all right? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, sweetheart. I'm going to get into it. I hope everybody, this is for all the collective, okay? I hope everybody, if not, watch the last Friday Night Live. Tell me what came through, what did not. But I'm feeling this round is going to be specifically what is coming up, okay? So specifically what is getting ready to happen next week. And next week only is what we're going to focus on. Okay. All right. So here we go. I think I didn't split this deck. I do use two sets. If you guys are new here, welcome. I read each sign from Aries all the way down to Pisces. I never start never start on time or when I say that I am. But we're here now, friends. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's jive with it, turkeys. All right, friends, spirits. What sign symbols, downloads, and messages could you give me for the specific week coming up? That's going to be the week of the 24th, 23rd. All right. All the way into the last week of November, if you could go far out. Tell me what's happening specifically, and I'm going to double down if I feel unsure. All right, Aries, the Hierophant in reverse. This is Taurus, Cancer energy, but most of all, this is something that doesn't feel new anymore. Whether it's your two people you're taking care of, two people that look up to you, two people that bow down, something in a sense where it just is not feeling as if what you've been doing with them has been working out. So some new method is going to 24. I love that in the 6. We are hearing that there's balance and harmony with this. Okay. Thank you, Niche. So you've got to understand that if you're tired of what's going on, you've got the keys to get this new method going. And I feel like next week you're going to have to unlock this only because these two people are either going to be a nuisance or build up some sort of structure as to where they make stuff a little more difficult or frustrating for you. Now, I don't know if you have history with these people, if you've given them advice, if given them money, but most of all, there's an inability with them to tell you the truth about 3 things that's on your chest. You may have put your hand up to the universe, to God, to get the truth from them, and they may not have done it. So it's time for a new method. All right, with these two people. There's communication. There's 3 dots here and a big bat. So there's some sort of secret that I feel is going to come out between these two people as far as the structure that you built, the sternness, something they don't like that's strict in you, but it's going to have to take a new method for them to get this issue. They got to get their issue, and you got to communicate that to them. Okay. Good luck to you coming up, Aries, next week. Taurus, what do we have? We've got the Fool. You've got Aries, right? So there's something happening as to where you may be trying to inadvertently avoid. It's not like a dog barking at you, but in a sense it is. Dogs know evil. Dogs, they say, can sense bad spirits, but that is BS. They know the person, they know the character. Okay. So there's something here that a hit dog is going to holler. I believe that you've given off some sort of light, whether it's to people, a certain individual, it's coming off to the world. And this individual that's like biting at your foot, they don't like it. And when they don't like things, they're going to make stuff difficult. So you have to be prepared in the instance that, you're giving a sort of a new light to a new issue of the world. And I don't know where that's coming from. Something's going to be revealed about who this dog is. It's a sleeping, and I feel like unhinged bear. They don't have real peace in their life. They don't have real peace as far as controlling things that are around their neck, whether it is income or just being a decent person. Hello, ma'am. So it's going to be revealed. And I feel like this could happen in the number 3 instance. So let me give you some insight, Taurus, just because this is an Aries and Taurus channel. I was definitely confident with Aries, but with this one, you can have a little bit of time to, and I don't feel like planned. It's just, they're going to bark at you so much. They can't see you in your uniform. They can't even see you at all. They're going to bark at you so much that I feel like this is all a, I know, right? This is something that you're giving off in the sense, I just saw something didn't belong there. There it is. One, you're giving off some sort of light. You're giving off something that's going to come full circle soon. And this energy just doesn't like it. Could you tell me what's going on? The time length, please. Patience. It's not time yet. Okay. This person in the number 9, they may have April in their energy, birthday, something they do here. But here we go with, you don't have to do anything. So the time is not for you to kind of move. If you get some sort of barking energy, if you get somebody trying to attack at your foot, you've got to stand still, and the time is not yet. Patience. Okay. That's what you have to have in this case. And like I said, with this April issue, with this April thing, it's April that you need to see. All right. In that full energy, it'll be revealed with the 3, within 3. Okay. There's the 30. We're confirming all of it. Be prepared, but don't do anything. Gemini, how you doing? Oh, no. What happened to my music? I'm going to do this. We are not backpedaling. This is pedaling forward. Okay. All right, Niche, here we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for being in the comments. Thank you for giving energy and saying something's right. Gemini, the 8 of Pentacles tonight. So Gemini, you're working hard and money has been planted, but it may be growing slow now because you spent a lot or you're planning for the holiday. Something here is feeling like a harvest, and it's still coming. If you're worried about money or you're worried about something not working out, you got to keep planning and you got to keep focusing on some sort of thing that's at your feet, that gets you easy money, that gets you easy income to build this thing back up. This week, you're going to have to do that really, really tight. Why? Because it's the first of the month. And I honestly feel like you've got something even major coming up. What's major coming up? Whatever you're getting ready to do, it's the wrong time, 42, and that's 6. Anisha, thank you. The number for the night is 6. She's already set the tone for this evening. So you've got to know balance and harmony is always going to come to you. So whatever you're trying to do that's even more extravagant, don't, Gemini. Just keep working on building this thing back up to get this balance and harmony to come. And there's something at your feet that you're going to have to do next week to get the money quick. I'm going to flip one for Aries about this whole thing with this communicative Hierophant, since everybody got one, the first 3. You're wasting your time back at Aries. We're going backwards. Now we're backpedaling. You're wasting your time, Aries. Do not move. Or no, you're wasting your time with this people or trying to keep this method the same. You've got to do something new. All right. That was the first three. I'm going to stick and just keep going to the two. All right. Cancer. Cancer, you got the Two of Pentacles. All right. There's something that's not resourceful, but it's in your hands. And I believe you're the person that's fooling yourself. Nobody else is involved in this. And because you're fooling yourself or you're trying to over juggle things or overextend, now we're going to get into this thing where you're not going to feel resourceful coming up, and you're going to have two waves that kind of come rock your ship. I don't know if these are people that you've done something to carry on your chest. You've done something for them and they made you feel like a dunce. They made you feel stupid. Either way, there is something here that is no longer feeling resourceful, but I feel like it's in the hands of your power and your control. Well, here's a secret between two people. Here's the thing, Cancer, with the two ships in the back. Like I said, they're coming up towards you, but it's a lock and key to kind of get some dark stuff to happen. And next week, I don't feel that you're going to be in that energy. This light is really wanting to show in a reflection to grow bigger, but you're not thinking, you don't see the key. Okay. So good luck to you, Cancer. And I feel like these two people you've told something to, or they know too much, but they're going to come to rock a wave, and then you're going to feel even more unresourceful, and you don't need to feel that. Good luck. What that mean? What mean? Tell me, please. Leo. Leo, you've got the Hangman in reverse. And Leo, you also have this Cancer energy of coming out of some sort of confinement. But I feel like next week, the confinement is only going to stay around if you hold, if you get untied or unchained to something that's kind of got your hands behind your back, whether you're stretched for funds or you're stretched with trying to make something happen. This unconfinement is, it's really here for you to see a new light. It's actually here for you to get a new mind. Things are thin right now when it comes to money, or it comes to something that's in growth or profit. But next week, you're going to look up to a new, the 6 means balance and harmony. Anytime we see that number 6. So we got to know that even if it's in reverse, something wants to work out, we're not. But it's all trying to be balanced in a harmonized way to get the result or get the outcome or get the flow of the situation. That's why I always shout out them numbers. Thank you for asking, Miss Nisha. All right. So in that instance of you coming out of this confinement, you are going to see a new light. Family may help you this week because it's the holidays, right? You are getting ready to prepare yourself, maybe to come out and be around family that you haven't in a while. Maybe you're just going to finally get the courage to say what you need to say to that other person that kind of made you feel bad or made you feel hardened, gave you this hardened spirit. Whatever is happening, Leo, you're coming out of this confinement, and it's going to give you some new earth energy so you can see different. All right. Your head, the whole thing is like just a different color as far as the hair is concerned. Good luck to you, Leo. Now, why isn't this working? All right. We're back on. We are going to do Virgo next. I thank you for being here, friends. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I could also not be concerned about helping with accountability. Here we go with, who I say? Virgo? Virgo, you got 2, the Ace of Swords, and then the 3 of Swords as well. That's 4. Add that up. We're talking about self here, and we're also talking about some sort of loss or trauma. Unfortunately, I feel like Virgo, either you feel like you want to go under, or you feel like you want to ꫻ᴏ. Something here feels at a loss for a personal self, and you don't see a breakthrough like in a mile. You just don't see it. And Virgo, I never, ever want you to feel as if you're not important in this world. I don't want the troubles or the issues of the holidays or anything to kind of get you feeling discomforted. Okay. So I don't know if this is a physical person or you're just feeling at a loss in general. But I just see here that there is some sort of loss coming up. You will connect with 3 people, whether they're family members, siblings that are adopted, somebody here where you're going to meet up, or you'll get a phone call. But this is going to come in without clarity from this other person, and you'll never get the breakthrough that you've always wanted. Now, it's not good to have DEATH before the holidays, and I'm not the Grim Reaper, and I'm not here. I have to tell evil to go away. Cheers, right? So do not get it twisted that, you know, I don't want you to have life. I don't want you to survive. That's not it at all. But it's very withered here, and sorrow is here with a connection, but you're not going to get the breakthrough that you want. If I would advise you, if you're, you know, thinking about this person, as soon as we brought this up, to give them a call before the holiday, before next week, even before the 1st of the month. Good luck to you. I'm out of here, Virgo. I am back on. Wait. I got to get you to confirm. So here's a memory, and here it is. Here it is, locked in with the connection. And the elephant is so beautiful to me because the biggest energy, right? But it's scared of the smallest things. So, you know, you really got something on the brain. You've really got something warped in where you can't change, you can't think, or you can't be socially contained. With whether it's with people or a job, it just doesn't matter. There's something here that's really got you tight. It's a memory, and you got to speak on it. Good luck to you again, Virgo. Libra, we got the 7 of Cups in reverse. Now, here's the thing with not getting what you want, not getting something you've raced for, or even being attacked by a male that acts like a female, or vice versa. Either way it goes, I feel like next week that is going to come up again within 7 days, where something that you just really thought was going to happen, really going to be in your hands, and it's not. And I feel like you're in the shadow of a way. You're in the shadow of someone who may come and self-sabotage something because they see the winner in you. They just want to be a snake. They also throw rocks, hide hands, and they're like a sheep. Here's freedom in the yin and the yang spirit. See, Libra, I feel like you're not really free enough to not see dark sides of self, to not really want to come out and stay in a winning circle like they do in NASCAR. It's like something that really you need to break free from here. And if you can gain the freedom, if you can understand that nobody's doing anything to you except the people that you allowed to drink from these cups, you allowed to be, don't start Hendrix, that you allowed to be in your presence, then you'll come to the realization that this is something that should have been uncovered. Okay, so good luck to you, and break from that freedom, from this self-sabotage, and also some dark side of self that can't realize a snake when it sheds. Moving on to Sagittarius. All right, you got the Page of Wands in reverse. This energy that is here is not feeling warmth. It doesn't feel good. It feels a little vigilant because there's a long history between you and somebody you have a pure connection with, whether you share clothes or this deep conversation. You've traveled with them also. They only want to be vigilant because something isn't growing, or it hasn't been an even exchange, and they're going to come to some sort of realization. They want to clean up and clean out for next year. I don't know what that means. Collaboration is here. You may have not wanted to collaborate with them. You may have not wanted to do something in effort. So here we go with an issue of this person in that Pisces energy working, feeling indifferent. So knowing this, be prepared for this little ant to be kind of not sweating you, but making you kind of rethink. And it's also going to make you want to get back your belongings, but you need to kind of relax in this energy, because that's where the argument's going to kind of take its pace. Well, you're acting funny, or it's going to go some kind of way where they flip the script, how they people tend to do when they no longer want to collaborate, right? Good luck to you, Sagittarius. We have Scorpio. Scorpio, you got 2, the Page of Cups and Strength. Leo and Water, we're kind of flowing right now. Okay, so next week you're going to have to need strength for, I feel like, a refreshing taste on how you can get more income, more money, more ways to get something on your belt that's tighter. Because right now, you may feel like you're not getting further, you're not doing what you need to do, but all the strength is here is in you. And when you see that more things that you have are because you've come through in this glut time and this clutch, then I feel like you're going to come to the realization that, you know, your strength is a part of you. So you're going to wake up to some sort of realization. It's the end of the year, so you need to, smoke's picking up, you need to get clarity to get this change because you've been working really hard. Let's get a time length here. It's time to take a break. So you may have been working since spring at this and everything is still in its position where it's supposed to play. I think you need to not overanalyze things. There's a number 5. You may have an inability to really relax your mind. A new page is always going to turn, but you've got to know the strength is in self and not for you to get weak at any moment. Just keep the flow. Keep the flow. Hi, Hendrix. Yes, it's all about energy, yo. No, they saw him. We're almost through. He doesn't like the smoke. It's all in the energy. It's all in the energy of how you feel. So know that, just chill, okay? Everything's working out in the wheel, all right? Capricorn. Capricorn, you've got the King of Wands and this Taurus energy. You're losing focus. And next week it's going to pick up really strong because we've got that winter blues we're rolling into from the fall. You've also you've got a little pest that I feel like has gotten you off track, but you don't notice them. You see, they're so small, they're so minuscule, they're so irrelevant to your life or to your circle that you're not able to see the damage that they're really causing, even though they're so small. So I feel like the growth is here if you can get back focused. The growth is here if you can realize age is nothing but a number. Hello. For self, for you feeling good, because you really got to get more control of something in your life. But most of all, you've got to get a nuisance away from you. Who's the nuisance, please, for Capricorn in this instance? The person it's the saddest card in the deck. 5 of Cups, water sign is here. You don't know that they're there. Okay. And I'm here to tell you and reassure you in this very moment that they're never really going to get over any anything regarding you, regarding their life, or anything that's spilled over. This is the saddest card in the deck, and it's not going to get any happier coming up. And this may be the nuisance that's causing your stagnation or delay in a sense. Here's confidence for you to feel good, Capricorn. Confidence for you to see you are the peacock in the park. You're the peacock, because in Fort Pierce there's peacocks. Right? You're the peacock out in the wilderness. You are the one that can create this vibrant feeling, just like we all can and we all do. But 9 times out of 10, we get knocked off our block. We get knocked off our square because we're just unsure where the sadness comes from, and it's a nuisance that's near. And it's not all the time, but in this instance, it is. Okay. And sometimes when we can't get, back in that good groove, it's just because we're telling ourselves that once one thing is bad, everything else will follow suit. We've got to get out of the habit of repeating over and over again after one bad thing has happened. Once it happens, that be that. Never speak of it again. You're creating the flow for it to reprogram and happen over and over again. When you could be reprogramming yourself to say, oh, I am the greatest. I have confidence. I'm not here to harm, foul, shame anybody. Universe, continue to bless us, right? Words of understanding that the universe can hear to give you energy. Not only that, but to create vibrant things to attract thee. All right, y'all don't hear me. Good luck to you, Capricorn. Aquarius and then Pisces, and I'm gone. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You get this often. You may have gotten this often this year, but you're going to need some charming energy. You may meet this Prince Charming coming up. You're going to have to vibe with the dark shadow of self and ride this dark horse, because now this idealistic thing of where you want a knight in shining armor and you want them to have money may be coming forward, but you have to be just as charming. You have to be just as table brought, right? Uh, we can shed out the napkin and cross our legs all we want, but we must have something to the forefront. So there is someone here, and this also requires you to be an idealist as well. Uh, and honest Aquarius, you know, this is still shadow work that they're going to make you see yourself. We got a trick here. What's the trick, please, with Aquarius? Okay, we got Libra energy here. There's something going on, and they may just be a little criminal. They may just have a secret here, but I don't think this is something too black and white. It can't be figured out. We can't be too much we have to listen and not judge, right? So we can't be too much concerned on what they've done, depending on the circumstance and the case. So you're going to have to figure out what it is going on in this legal world that they have issues with. Are they still fighting the case? Are they still doing something here that requires the law to be involved? And this is the truth coming to you at this time. I have no fight in this world. I want nothing from y'all but to hit the like, dislike, engage, like my mod here. Just have fun. Good luck to you, Aquarius, but you need to dig a little deeper before you move on. But continue to be your charming, idealistic self and continue to work some sort of dark issue out that's still beating you to death, and you're going to receive the abundance. Okay? I'm Pisces. The Lovers is here. That was the actual card of my cover photo. Please go back and click out and just come back in and click out of it again. And, you know, like the people do on the news feed, right? Without tapping it, you got to go up. I got to figure out how to turn the volume off. So you have to tap on the video. I'm going to figure that out. I'm like 40 something, right? So I don't care about this stuff. I'm going to get there if we ever get there. A break is coming soon. Pisces. So enjoy me, poos. The Lovers is here, and this is so odd that this card has come out when I made this a cover photo. Gemini in that spirit, and an effort that is needing apprenticeship, an effort that is needing more love. And I feel like a connection is needing to happen, but it's not going to blow in just from the wind picking up. This is not going to be something that you fall in love from life, from a tree of life. You're not going to fall in love just from passion anymore. That's not what's happening. You've bit too many bites. You've done too many things, and they just still see some sort of snake behind your back. But there is some sort of effort here. If you can give their balls back, I don't know where that's coming from. There's still an effort that wants to blow in, but it's not as fruitful as you would like. 5, 6. It says 6 again. Nisha, you're on to something. It may be too late to play that single lotto if you have it in your state. 6 is the number tonight. All right. But I need you to see that the balance and harmony, it's always going to be here because you have something in common. Something majorly in common. Here. What do you want to do? There's something that you need to protect, and there's something that you need to review. But there's also an effort here on both ends, and it's only coming from the fact that there's a heel that you've battled, or a heel that just leads you to some sort of connection and leads you to some sort of point. Whether you have children, a business, there's something here that gets you going. That's the effort that's really being like focused on in this moment. So get back into figuring out what do you want to protect the most? Is it something that's more snakish behind what you're doing? Or is it this tree that you kind of want to set on fire again to bring back passion to this relationship? Good luck to you. I'm out of here. All right. Well, I thank you. Hi again, my sweetheart niche. Thank you guys again for being a part of the tribe. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. You know what I'm going to do my thing and live life. Just like the moon, I will go through phases. You will go through phases in life, and you cannot make everybody see the light. More or less, you can't make everybody I don't even want to say feel your vibe, but it's even more than that. Respect is a thing that we all have to have on this planet. And I hope that you guys are not only giving that to other people, but are experiencing that in your daily lives. Because once respect, what is that song? It was like money, power, respect. It's like, it's a deeper, really thing. It's a real deep thing, more than just the rap urban aspect to it, right? It's a real step in the ladder of a pyramid that people like to do when they're scheming, doing that kind of stuff. This is bigger than rap. And once you understand, when you have respect for yourself, you'll have respect for other people. And then you'll start to respect not only the nature, like opinions, you will see the respect in your life that you've been deserving for years. So be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, but most of all, give out good energy so you can receive the things that you deserve. Until next time, my poos, I say, Ashe.